speaking to Steve Johnson, cinematographer from the UK, heavily involved in RED cameras and REDucation.
Yeah, that's right.
Steve, I'm talking to you today because you've been using these new filters that I've heard good things about by NiSi. So tell me about the NiSi filters.
Okay, so I've been using these NiSi filters for about 6 months now. They're absolutely fantastic, and I'll tell you why on several fronts. The first reason is the fact that they are very, very low contrast. So, from some other filter makers, you tend to find when you start getting towards the higher end, maybe 1.2, 1.5, you start seeing a color shift in there, which can be all right, and if you're working on RAW, you can pull that back. However, it can become another step that you have to do in the post-production process. The things I found with the NiSi ones is they have a very low color contrast, so that you don't see it through the range. There probably is some there, because every ND does have some color shift, but it is not noticeable to the eye, okay? And this is all the way through the range, so this is from 0.3 to 2.1, right? So that's probably the most important thing. The second thing is they're scratch resistant. So we have a sharp tool here, which I'm just gonna, and you wouldn't dare try and do this, certainly with a rental brand, and they don't scratch. Now, we're not saying that they don't scratch, we're saying that it's very, very hard for them to scratch. They're smudged, but they're not scratched. The third thing is the fact that they're waterproof. So with certain other filters, the water kind of smudges and runs off. With the NiSi, the ball of water stays together.
It looks like mercury.
It does. So it's moving, and then when it runs off, there's no kind of smudge or anything. So certainly for me, because I'm based in Scotland, it rains an awful lot. So we can be literally shooting outside, we get a couple of spots of rain and they will run off. The fourth is the price. So this is where we really get down to. It all sounds great, but how much do these things cost? In the UK, these retail for about £1,100 plus VAT. And that's for a full set of 7. So that's a 0.3 all the way to 2.1, 7 filters for about £1,100 plus VAT.
And for those that think that's a lot of money, given that you're going to use these for 15, 20 years and they're going to last, you break it down, that's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot, considering if you go and buy some of the other major brands, you might get 2, possibly 3 for the same price.
Yeah.
So as an independent filmmaker who has to watch every single pound that he spends, this has been such a cost-effective solution for ND filters in matte boxes that I found.
Excellent. Well, you said it all. I mean, they sound like they're really high quality. I've never seen a filter that you can run a stapler across, as you just did, and not destroy it. I mean, that is good. I'm impressed.
It's good. These, I would recommend them, you know, and if you don't want to buy them, find someone who's got some and try them out. Absolutely. But well worth it.
Excellent. Steve, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.